Hi, this is Che Pope. Welcome to my studio, The Toy Shop. Today I want to talk to you about the UAD plugin, the Lexicon 224 Reverb. I first discovered the reverb from some engineers that I used to work with in the 90s, Commissioner Gordon and Warren Riker. I saw them using it, and then when I started working with Dr. Dre in the early 2000s, it was one of his go-to tools. So I realized I needed this in my arsenal, and I've been using it ever since. And UAD has done an amazing job with their plugin version of it. For this first example, I'm going to show you how I used it on background vocals. I was going for kind of a wide clef world vocal sound, so I started experimenting with different presets. And the ballad vocal plate is the one that gave me the desired effect, and I started tweaking from there. What I love about the 224 is you could start from scratch and really dial it in, or you can start from a good preset and then tweak it from there and really lock in on what you're looking for. Let me show you before and after. Here's the vocals dry.
Love, the world need love now. The world need love now.
Here it is with the 224 ballad preset, tweaked a little bit, and I'll show you what tweaking I did.
Love, the world need love now. The world need love now. Oh no, not you. Oh no, not you. It can't be true.
So this particular preset, the ballad preset, it's normally a small hall, and I changed it to a percussion plate. That little edit just put me in a smaller room. I love the ballad effect in terms of way it spread the vocal, but I wanted that in a tighter room. So that's why I changed it to the percussion plate on it. You see the depth is still pretty high in my settings because that was necessary to get the desired spread within the smaller room. In addition to changing from a small hall to the perk plate setting, I also tweaked the pre-delay a little bit, which separates the vocal from the reverb a little bit, and also brought the bass down in the setting just because I wanted the reverb to have a little bit more space and be a little more thinner. I don't just use the 224 on vocals. So let me give you an example of how I use it on my drums. The drums in this example are some Hammond drums from the MPC. They're 80s sounding drums, and I like 80s sounding drums to sound like drums from the 80s. So in this particular case, I went to my go-to setting on the 224, which is the midnight plate, which I use on drums, vocals, and anything else I can get my hands on. Let me show you how it sounds on the drums. So here's before. You'll notice that the Hammond drum samples themselves actually have a little light reverb in the way they're sampled. Now let me show you what it sounds like when I add the midnight plate. I'm going to turn up the return so you hear the reverb a little bit more prominent, and then I'll back it off to how I have it set. And I like it quite a bit wet because, like I said, I want my 80s drums to sound like they're 80s drums. In the 80s, the producers and engineers weren't shy about reverb, so my version of 80s sounding drums is liberal use of reverb. I think the 224 is just a legendary reverb. It's been used on countless and countless hit records and records that you know and love. So I think it's a tool to really check out and dig into. It's easy to get around, it's very easy to learn, and it's immediate gratification after that.